everyone. Today we're going to talk about Titans Return Chromedome. Now, when you find him, he won't look like this. I did go and add some paint, which I'll go over in a minute. But basically, I found him at Walgreens. For some reason, he seems to be showing up there first. A lot of the Wave 2 ones are. And for some reason, it was discounted when I went and picked it up. I don't know why, but I only paid 13 bucks for him. Not gonna complain. But he's the only Wave 2 figure I've actually seen in my area so far, so why not? So what I ended up doing paint-wise is I filled in the grill there, the up front, up top, and then the gray there. Did all that. That was just molded in. And then I did the yellow for his lights. I hope this is looking good because I've got an extra light up here in the bedroom that I usually use in the basement at my desk. One of my brighter lights for recording. But I've got it diffused right now because it was just way too bright. But I also did the rims, the gold, which gives him more of like a almost G1 look. The G1 toy had gold rims. The wheels are this clear smoky plastic. And when I did them, they easily pop off. So it's not like they're difficult to paint or anything. Just try to readjust that a little bit. And then the only other thing I really did was the tail lights. Which, for me, I think these tail lights came out better than any other tail lights I've ever done. I'm hit and miss with tail lights because I try to make them look really good and I always end up screwing them up. That's all I did to his car mode. I do love how this pegs in on the top here. There's little holes on the bottom and the pegs on top. That's kind of cool. It's reminiscent of the G1 where the two guns would plug in on top. It doesn't really fit in either hole on the side like it's supposed to. It's too big. This gun does. This gun fits in there. But the other one doesn't. And this is just a red version of Blur's gun. I don't know if you can see that, but it's just a red version of Blur's gun. It is what it is. His car mode's really nice, and he does roll really nice. I know I'm sitting in the bedroom, I'm not sitting outside. It's starting to get chilly here already, and the sun's starting to go down a little earlier. I just felt doing a couple of reviews in here today. I know I did. It's one of the reasons why I didn't do anything like the end of last week. Just didn't get around to it. But yeah, he has a simple transformation as most of these guys do. I always start with pulling his arms out because it's just the easiest thing to do. It gets them out of the way. You kind of want to leave them up at an angle. He does something similar to Blur where this opens up and then you can pull out the rest of his legs. His headmaster just fell on the floor because I'm an idiot and I left him in there. Yeah, his headmaster can sit in there. It actually has a molded seat cockpit thing. Where'd he go? There he is. I got him. I'll show you him in a second, but we'll get the body transformed. You actually rotate the waist all the way around. You can split his legs. The knees come back and they just peg in. There actually is peg points for them, which is nice. Then you can flip out his foot and then just close this back up, and that's his legs are done. And what's nice about doing his legs this way is you don't get all that hollowness like we got with a lot of the Combiner Wars figures. He does have hollowness in his arms, but that's because of how his hands transform. His hands just flip out. Yeah. Standard. His arms are similar to like the Wheeljack arms and things like that mold. They're not 100%. He's not in any way, shape, or form a remold. He is a brand new mold, but he just has similar engineering to what has come before. But I mean, you know, you've been doing this for 30 years. That happens, and this just collapses on his back. And that's his robot mode. Now, I didn't add any paint to his robot mode. Didn't have to. He's got a lovely painted chest there. Silver and blue on the knees. That's just nice. They even did a little silver on the upper arms. Didn't have to, but they did. Put him down. We'll take a look at his They call him Stylor. I can't remember what his G1 name is. Now, when I got him, his face was nothing but red plastic. And I was like, oh no, that's not going to do. So I painted his face silver and then painted the visor blue. And then I did the little triangle on his chest. I don't know if you can see that. Kind of hard. It is a little. I could let the light in a little more, and the camera probably pick things up a little better, but then it might get too bright in here. Yeah. But he does have a really nice face sculpted on the back. I mean, that is just a nice face for Chromedome. I like that. And the headmaster arms hide behind it so well you can hardly tell. And of course, just plugs right in. Boop, like that. And it gives him a nice expressive head, you know. His is really pretty good. Him and Hardhead so far have had the best actual neck connections of all the ones I've got. Yeah. This standard articulation, got a ball joint there. You can use these, go up a little higher, so you can get really high up. There, you got your standard elbow. He's got a 90 degree, and then they even molded in a little piece there to fill it in so it doesn't look awkward. Nothing at the wrist other than going in and out, but, you know. It does have a waist. I mean, it's part of transformation, but it's there. You can use it. And do the full splits. And he's got, you know, his swivel. A little tiny bit over 90 degrees at the knee, which is nice. And then you can pivot his toes forward and back if you need to. No tilt, but it's only a deluxe. But he's pretty cool. He can hold his guns. I like giving him this gun. The other gun, I don't know what to do with the other gun. He's got that gun. This one, you can put it like that. It really doesn't fit in his hand too well. You can put it upside down like that. It looks weird because now you got all the hollowness on the top of the gun. I don't know. I just wish I could peg this on his back somewhere and just leave it, but can't do that either. But yeah, I just pretty much just leave him like this. He's pretty cool. I mean, you want to see, here he is with Hardhead. And they're pretty cool. They look good together. Hoping to find the rest of Wave 2 and Brainstorm. I don't know when Brainstorm's going to actually be hitting Walgreens. That is a Walgreens exclusive. And for some reason, nobody knows when he's coming out. Not even the people at Walgreens. Don't know. Anyway, keep your eyes out. These are starting to hit. I know people are also finding them in Targets and Walmarts for Wave 2. So he's really good. I'm hoping the rest of Wave 2 is just as good. I'm looking forward to Highbrow because I always liked Highbrow. Weird Wolf, from what I'm hearing, is they're calling him Wolfwire, but I'm going to call him Weird Wolf. That's his name. He's apparently one of the better ones from the Wave. He's really good. I mean, if this is any indication of how the Wave is, I'm going to like Wave 2. So, there you go. Now, I do have some other stuff coming up. I do have Power Master Optimus Prime, the leader class. I'm going to want to film that outside because I also want to compare him to Ultra Magnus and to the G1 Power Master. I actually do have a G1 Power Master Optimus, and he's complete. Stickers are kind of naff, but what can you do? So I'm going to do that outside. I won't show his base mode in that video. I'll hold off on doing his base mode till I do the Fort Max video. I do have Fort Max. He's sitting on my floor here in the basement, well, standing, and he's facing his G1 self because I was going to use them, and I got sidetracked with too many other things. So it's a little bit of a video on this guy and a little bit of an update on things that are coming. But I do have other videos I'm going to record now, so I have stuff for you. But yeah, just so you know, there is a Fort Max one coming, and there is a Power Master Optimus Prime coming. And then hopefully I'll start finding the rest of Wave 2 soon. Astro Train's going to be a while because my friend ordered me an Astro Train. But I probably won't have it in my hands till Christmas time, so just know he's just what Sentinel Prime was supposed to be. I also should have a box coming in a couple weeks that should have some good stuff in it. My friend Dennis is actually sending me a Black Series 6-inch Kanan Jarrus from Rebels. So I'll be doing a look at that, but that's going to be probably the only Star Wars Black Series figure I'm going to get. I don't really have room to collect a lot of that stuff. I was going to get Darth Vader, but honestly, I have that Sideshow Darth Vader and nothing compares to it, so I kind of leave that as my Darth Vader. That's it. And I know he's 1/6 scale. He's pretty big. So, Alright, let me go before I keep rambling on and rambling on and rambling on. Chromedome. Keep your eyes out, folks. He is a good one. Very solid figure. Really well done on Hasbro's part. For some reason, they've stepped it up from Combiner Wars. The plastic is not as cheap feeling as it was on Combiner Wars. So I'll give them that. So I like what they're doing with this line so far. Will they continue? I don't know. We'll find out.